Okay, update here in Green River. I know it's dark and you can't see much, but you can see the town over there. Oh man, fuck. Got lights coming. So I had to jump off the train like in front of the yard office. That train, it slowed down and stopped multiple miles outside of Green River twice for no fucking reason at all. And then when it got to Green River, the head end of it stopped way past the yard, and the tail end of it stopped right in front of the yard office. I'm talking, my car was like right in front of the fucking yard office. So I was trapped. I couldn't do anything. Luckily, an IM train pulled in, a stack pulled in right in front of my car. And it was going to crew change right at the yard office, which my train should have done. I don't know what the fuck it was doing. Anyway, so I jumped off, I climbed over the stack, and I ran the fuck out of there as quickly as possible. But on the way out, I ran into a one of those like contractor crew van things, those private companies that transport the workers, and I thought it was just going to drive on past me, but it drove right up to me with the lights, cased me, walked past or drove past, and then I saw the woman inside get on her cell phone. So I'm 110% guaranteed that they called the cops on me. So now I'm like chilling, kind of, I'm in like a ditch up on the hills. I don't know. I'm kind of far away from anywhere that people could come and check out. So hopefully, I need to go to the gas station and buy a pack of cigarettes, because I am dying right now. Like, this is, like, I was so sketched out. This was one of the most sketchy times ever on this entire trip, or any of my trips. Like, I'm sketched out right now. I'm literally concerned about the local police looking for me at the moment. So, anyway, update Green River. I'm going to try to hitchhike out of here and get to Ogden or Provo, actually, but I mean Salt Lake City, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, this is a major truck stop town. Little America is right to the, what would that be, the west of us, which would be even better because Little America is a huge truck stop town. But Green River is pretty good, so I don't know how to get Ogden trains out of here. I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to hitchhike to SLC and down to Provo, and then Provo, Vegas, Yermo. And, God, we'll see what happens. Anyway, out. So we got some sheep here wandering around the train yard in Green River. Good luck. Be careful, sheep, because there's a lot of trains moving around in this area. We got some train yard sheep, apparently. Anyway, update here, Green River. I got here, told you it was sketchy. I'm hitchhiking to Salt Lake. Hopefully we get to Salt Lake today. So, update here. We are in Provo with the beautiful mountains here. About to take the front runner train here, which is pretty nice, up to Salt Lake City, because my dumbass did not realize that the Provo is on a short line. Sharp subdivision, which goes between Provo and a whole bunch of industry down before it joins back up with the main line on the, I think it's the Lindell subdivision. Anyway, there's like no traffic on it. It's all coal that's going to power plants, or it's random stuff that's going to other industry down there. I didn't realize that the main lines here that go when they go south, they go north out of Roper Yard, and then they cut going to the east or the west, and then they go south again. So we're gonna go up to Salt Lake City and see what we can figure out. I don't know. I don't like Salt Lake City. I don't want to deal with trains up there, but hopefully we'll be able to figure that out. Anyway, update from Salt Lake. So welcome to Ogden, Utah here again. I thought I'd get some pictures of these historical pieces of equipment. So Ogden is a huge train town. It has been since the 1800s. I believe that this yard was originally Southern Pacific. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't think I'm supposed to be back here. Anyway, yeah, this is their snowplow here, Union Pacific snowplow, and I don't know exactly what this is, but I think this is a gravel crane. Anyway, so we're gonna be walking for a while to get down to a mall here, get some more supplies, and then head on back to try to see if I can figure out this yard. So this is pretty much badass. I was just watching a documentary on these specific engines when they were developed, and right when the diesel engines put them out of service, some old rail car workers were talking about how disappointing it was to see them go. Got us an old U.S. Army medic car here. It's pretty neat. Look inside there. Got some old Rio Grande engine here. That was the railroad back in its heyday. Rio Grande, what I would have given. Another cool thing we got is this is an Olympic torch relay car down here. You can see that. That's cool, bringing the Olympic fire through the country. old Union Pacific engines. Southern Pacific, that's what you got. You got Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, Rio Grande, and 2 other Union Pacific engines down there. These are all pretty awesome pieces of equipment. This history behind the railroad. I wish I knew more, and I've got to learn. Got to learn more about it. Got a U.S. Army diesel fuel car right there. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here before I completely organize them. Ogden. It's huge, goes multiple directions, and I have no fucking clue how to figure it out. So this ought to be interesting. What's up, people? We are currently in Ogden. I moved spots, like I said I was going to, and I'm looking for westbound / southbound trains to go from Ogden down to Vegas and then down to Yermo. Like I was saying before, from Ogden here, what's going on is that there's a Y away from here that I'm trying to get to that's eventually going to go south back to Salt Lake City, and then from Salt Lake City it's going to take another Y out over the Lindell subdivision, and there's a main line that goes from Salt Lake City around the bottom end of the Salt Lake, and then over towards Roseville to hit the Overland all the way to Roseville. But there's another main line that splits off from there, which has much more traffic that goes south to Los Angeles, West Colton Yards. That's what I'm looking for. It's very difficult to try to find trains out of here that are going to go the correct direction and not end up in Roper Yard, Salt Lake City. That's not what I want to do. It'd be bad to end up there. It's a huge yard. It's mainly used for loading auto racks and automobiles, either coming from Chicago or going to Chicago, loaded from and empty to. So we're trying not to do that. Anyway, I'm sitting here checking out these trains. Hopefully I will find something. We'll see. Update later. So, update here in Salt Lake City. So the story is that I've been all over this town. First I went to Provo because I thought Provo would be a good spot. Turns out it was a short line, doesn't have any traffic on it, so I scratched that. Then I thought, hey, there's a Y up in Ogden. Maybe that's the spot. I went up there, and after some help from some individuals, if anyone's watching, thank you, Engineer Lupo, and a few other people from Squat the Planet for helping me out. Realized that is not the place to be. Though the trains go through there, the only place they slow or really stop, I guess, would be down in Salt Lake. So I came down here, and it's been a long day. I've walked probably 15, 17 miles today. When I got down here, I was hanging out in the place, and I went to go scout one of the trains, and I saw some open boxcars, which when I left, I went to go to 7-Eleven to get some supplies, and there's a train parked here. When I came back, the same looking train was parked here, so I was like, great, I'm going to go try to look at some cars, and I found a couple open boxcars. Way down the line from where I was. So I walked down there, checked them out, came all the way back, and took my gear and went all the way back up there and got in the car, and it started going north. And it was horrible. Like, I had to get off in front of a whole bunch of construction workers and stuff and jump out of a freaking boxcar, and that is not the best thing with my giant pack on. Anyway, as I was walking back to the road, and then when I walked back down to the spot that I was in before, there was a gray truck with lights on top of it, and I'm pretty damn sure it was railroad police, and I'm pretty sure somebody reported me getting off of that car or something. Because that guy slowed down, and he eyed me real hard, but I just kept walking and waved, and he kept going, and then when I stopped and I checked out this lost dog poster that was on the side of the road, I looked back and he was sitting there with his lights on me, just checking me out. So I had to walk past the spot, find a place to dip in the bushes, and I hung out there for like 2 hours, and he like sat there for 2 hours waiting for me to get on one of these trains or something. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was sketchy as fuck. And then I finally got back to the spot, I think after he left. I don't know if he's still there or not, but it was just sketchy. It freaked me the fuck out. I definitely thought I was going to get interrogated. I thought the local police was going to come. So I'm in an industrial area around here, and there's no fucking reason why a person with a pack should have any business being around here at all, like especially a giant pack with me. I did, honestly, what happened before then, how I got down here is I got off the bus and I started walking down to this place, and some random dude stopped and picked me up. He asked if I needed a ride, and I got in with him and his girlfriend or whatever, and it immediately seemed like it was sketchy as fuck. And he was asking me what I was doing. I told him I was riding trains, and he's all, "Oh, yo, you got any dope? You got some fucking meth? Dude, what do you got?" And I was like, "I don't got shit, man. I don't do drugs like that." And he was like, "Oh, well, we got some dope. You want some dope?" And I was like, "No, dude, I don't fucking want any dope, man." And so I just was trying to be nice and, fucking... But the guy ended up dropping me off. It was weird because he stopped by. He's like, "We're going to take a detour to find a weed pipe." And I was like, "Oh, great. A detour hitchhiking is never a good sign." So we take a detour and we go down a road, and there's just this homeless guy chilling in a car full of shit. And the guy obviously doesn't know this dude in this car and just rolls down his window next to the guy. And the guy, like, looks like he's going to pull out a gun or something. And opens the door and asks if he has a weed pipe, and the guy's like, "No, get the fuck out of here." And then I asked him to drop me off back here at the spot. But he ended up giving me a whole bunch of shit, like water and food, and fucking, he was like, "I'll give you some dope," and I was like, "I don't fucking do dope, man, sorry." So that was what happened with that. Anyway, the rest of this is going to be short clips because I only have like 45 minutes left of footage on this SD card, and the other one's full. So these next riding videos are going to be short, but I'll try to get as much footage as I can. We're going to be going from Salt Lake to down through the Utah desert, through Tooele, Utah, Milford, Utah, Las Vegas, Yermo, and then I don't know if I'm going to ride out to Los Angeles or West Colton Yard, but someone was telling me that might be a good call to do that because it's easier to get down to Slab City to get to this gathering that I'm going to, which I only, by the way, have like 4 days or something. What is it, November 4th? Yeah, I have like 4 or 5 days to get there, so I hope I get a long ride all the way down there. Anyway, update soon. So update here. We are finally rolling out of Salt Lake City. It's been 3 days here, 3. And as you can see in the background, this skyline is slowly going away. Oh my God, I am so thankful for this. This is ridiculous. Like, it's been so bad. Anyway, leaving Salt Lake City, headed en route to Milford, Utah. It's gonna be dark for most of the way there, so not a lot, but see what happens. Update later. Bye, Salt Lake City. Hopefully, as we come to a stop. Good morning. Welcome to the Utah Lindell subdivision of the Union Pacific. Lindell, we're currently rolling through Utah's Dixie area, through funky cold Medina, Utah. As you can see with my long ass train behind me, which I'd kind of rather be back there than where I'm at. Anyway, yeah, we're in the Dixie, and they call it the Dixie. I don't fucking know why they call it that. It's definitely not south.
guess my update here. Yeah, I know I'm probably dirty as fuck right now. But yeah, update is I caught the what would it be? The MNPWC train last night that I've been waiting for 2 days. It's the same train I missed last night because I thought I was going to wait a little bit longer and I wanted to smoke a cigarette, but then it took off and kind of got screwed. But I got in pretty much the exact same car. This makeup of this train is almost identical to the one that came through yesterday. I'm talking about like the same cars in the same place in the crew change. Weird. I don't know if that's usual or not, but anyway. So, as you saw, we caught out of Salt Lake City. Finally, the place is fucking terrible. No reason to go to Salt Lake City. None. Unless you won't work. It's a great place to work, other than that. And then I went to sleep and see my like spread that I got going on here. It's kind of a mess. But I slept so well for like 8 hours finally. We got, hold on. Okay, so I slept for like 8 hours finally. I needed to sleep so bad. Rolled right through the crew change at Milford. Didn't even wake up for that apparently. Because now we're in the Dixie, like I said, here, and we are going to roll towards Vegas. I'm is where we get off. Bye, train. You were nice.